Okay, we're ready to start cooking. These beans have been soaking for several hours. We have a pound of black-eyed peas here, and we've now put them into a food processor, just a portion of the beans, maybe a third of the beans, with a little bit of the water that they were soaking in, just enough to grind them, but not enough to make it really, really wet. And we're now going to pulse this a little bit, so on and off, as we're going to remove the skins from the beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you just do it a few times, 4 or 5 times, and if you can see, okay, we could stop. Could we just take the lid off so that people can see? Oh, yeah, this is little. Yeah. Okay, here we can. You see that the hulls are now coming off. That's a lot faster than using your hands and rubbing them together. So after you've done that, then we're going to do what? We're going to put them in a second bowl. We're going to put them in a second bowl, and we're going to run some water in it.
No, we're going to...
Oh, we're going to pulse the rest of them.
We'll
okay, let's pour those into the bowl.
And watch out for the blades.
Okay. And then, are you going to put water in there eventually?
Yes.
After we've done all of them.
Okay, then we're going to pulse the rest. Alright, so we are now with a second batch of these. We put in another batch with just a little bit of water, and we're going to just pulse those beans very, very briefly. Just right. Okay, so that's 6 or 7 times. As Auntie Bolo was saying, you don't want to do it too much, or the beans are going to break up, and when you actually go to take the skins off, you're going to have some of it falling down the sink. Yes. Let's just come in and see that. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to put those into the bowl with the other ones, and finish up the last batch. And then we're going to show you how you take the skins off. In water all this time, the last couple minutes while you were rubbing them.
No.
But
the skin will float up.
Okay, so you stir it up.
Yes, stir it, and then shake it. You'll find that as you pour out the water, you find out that the skin will come out easily.
Okay. So that mostly what's remaining in there are the beans, and mostly what's going down there are the skins?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, great. Could we take a couple of the dehulled ones and just show them what the difference, what they look like when they're white as opposed to...
we still have to do this about two or three times.
Right, okay. Well, but they can see that you're beginning to get them white. Grinding this. For about how long do you think you're going to grind it?
Until it's smooth.
Until it's smooth.
Until it's smooth.
Oh, it's turning pink.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we're timing this right now. Oh, I don't know how long it is. Well, I started about 15 seconds after you did. So are they going to eat some of this for dinner tonight?
Sorry?
I said, are you going to have this for dinner tonight?
I don't know. It's labor intensive, right?
It's very labor intensive. Yeah, you do this when your kids are home from school. Okay, so now it's very smooth and velvety. You just pick up a little bit with a spoon and let it drip off the spoon so they can...
It's a dropping consistency at the moment. We're still going to add some water to it. Some more warm water.
Okay.
To bring it to the right consistency.
So lovely red color from that bell pepper. And I think that's great too for those who don't really want it too hot. Actually, it's always been mild when I've had it before. It's not a spicy thing. Okay, so then she rinsed that with probably how much water? tablespoons of water there. Are you done now with the water?
Yes.
Okay. So, and we have a huge bowl of it. As Ola just said, it's labor intensive, but it's not an expensive thing, especially because you don't have to fry it in oil, steam it in water. Now I'm recording. So you've just added about half a tablespoon of seasoning salt. You could have added plain salt, though, correct? If you just wanted the plain salt. I can smell the seasoning. I can smell celery. Okay.
A little bit.
So that wasn't quite enough. So. And again, this is to taste, and you're just kind of tasting it afterwards to see if it tastes salty enough to you.
This will just be right, too.
Okay, so that's about a tablespoon of salt. Okay, so now we have about half a teaspoon of white pepper in here and about a tablespoon of seasoning salt. And if we had chicken broth, we would put chicken broth in, is that right?
Instead of the water.
Okay, if we had chicken broth, we would have substituted that, or a vegetable broth or something. Since we don't, and we're using water, and then we're going to add in some, here we have chicken bouillon seasoning. So, again, about how much are you putting in? That 1.5? Is that 1.5 teaspoons? So it's about a tablespoon, or no, two teaspoons about.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then we're going to just blend all of that in.
All of it?
Yeah. Well, the black eyed peas have a very mild flavor to them, so they really will pick up whatever ingredients you add in there to season them, I would imagine. Okay.
Put in the shrimps with the water, because already you've measured the water.
Okay. You don't grind them or anything?
No. It's part of the things they have to chew and feel that this is special moyin-moyin.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. You see, that's why it's good to watch somebody. So it's kind of like a present. When you get one of these as a present, you don't know what surprise is going to be in it for you. Yeah, Ola was just saying he wished he had some chicken and some vegetables there he could throw into it too. But we're going to stick with the eggs and just a little bit of corned beef, because I'm curious to see how, if you had sardines or corned beef, how you would add them to there too. Okay.
I wouldn't add the corned beef right into the...
Right, I understand that, because...
And I wouldn't put the egg right in.
I understand that. Now, if you had chicken with the same thing, you wouldn't put chicken in if you were using chicken?
I would put chicken in.
You would put the chicken in, and you would put the crayfish in, the shrimp. Okay. All right, now, we're going to have to get some foil and see how you made those little packages. Just, let's...
Now, we have to put the water on.
Okay, so we're going to put the water on to be able to steam these.
There is water.
There's about an inch of water in there, and a steamer insert going into the pan. Is there a light on here? Light. Okay. Okay, so she's just spreading that out. You don't want the water to touch, is that right? When it's steaming?
Yes.
Okay. So you just spread that out and put that onto heat. Then we're going to make some little foil packets, I think, that we're going to use to put these in. Now, I've heard that you could also bake them in like a muffin tin. Have you ever heard of that?
Well, you can, but I've never tried it.
Okay. No, I've always had it in foil, too. Okay, well, let's take this off.